Hey guys, Lisa Fuller here, 200K with Lavelle, and I am coming to you today to talk about how to launch a brand new promoter, how to get them started and on their way to the best month they can have. You know, we want to sign somebody up when they're ready to work, and we want to sign somebody up who can at least maybe get one of those VIP bonuses, because we know how exciting that is to show people money in that first 30 days. Not only that, but it creates belief and excitement, and once they see that there's money to be made, they stick with it. I've actually seen on my own team that anybody who has received a VIP bonus, most of them stay, right? The biggest reason why people fail in network marketing is because they either sign up with something when it's not the right time, or they get started under false pretenses. They think that it's going to be easy, or it's a pyramid scheme, or money's going to fall out of the sky. They don't really realize it's a true business and there's work that's involved. So the number one thing that you need to do before you even sign that brand new promoter, that is when the work starts. That's when you figure out if they're a right fit to be a promoter right now. One of my favorite parts about Lavelle is that you don't have to force someone into signing as a promoter to get good deals. As a customer, you get the same pricing. As a customer, you get free product. So we don't want to rush anyone into that promoter part if they don't think that they have anyone signing yet. We don't want to rush people into that promoter part if they don't think they've got the next 14 days clear. Whether or not they grab one of the VIP bonuses doesn't matter, but you want them to try. We want them to have that possibility. So ask questions. You want to interview that person, and I don't mean like a real job where you're not going to sign them up. Of course, if somebody insists, you're going to sign them, but you really want to make sure that the timing is right. The last thing that you want to do is sign a brand new promoter that was not ready, and they quit within the first month to 2 months because they weren't ready. That'll put a bad taste in their mouth, and I know for me, I'd rather have a customer ordering for the rest of their life, or a customer that turns into a promoter when the timing's right, versus pushing someone into promotership when it's not the right time. It's going to put a bad taste in their mouth, like I said. And what if in a year was the right time? You guys, this is our business. I plan on being here in 10 years. And I know in 10 years I'm going to need the person. I'm going to need anybody when it's their time, but you've got to make sure it's their time. So how do you interview? What does that look like? The first question that I'm going to ask my person is, why do you want to do this? We, as their upline, need to know why and dig for it. We all know it's money. We all need money, but why do they need that money? What is their deep-rooted why? Help them figure that out. Make sure you get on a Zoom, something face-to-face, a FaceTime, go on Facebook Messenger, however you can be looking at them and talking with them so you can see their expressions, they can see you, hear your passion, your excitement, and they can understand, and you can walk them through the process. No messaging, no texting. If they live close to you, you need to meet them for coffee, invite them over. If they're far away, you need to get on a FaceTime. There is no excuse anymore with technology today on why someone can't get face-to-face with someone. So that's the first step. During that thing, you're going to ask them why they want to do this, and you're going to help them dig. You're going to write down that why, because if they decide to sign up with you, you're going to need that. That's ammunition for you, because on those bad days or when they hit those walls and they feel like quitting or giving up, you're going to be there to remind them of that why. You're going to help them get back on their horse and always have that why in mind. And honestly, you guys, this is about caring about people. You guys, I'm not a high recruiter. I never have been a high recruiter, but I keep who I recruit. I keep the people that I recruit because I build a relationship with them. I've actually had people say to me, I would have quit a long time ago if you didn't believe in me, or if you weren't there to answer my questions, or if you weren't there to remind me of my why. So you need to know those things about that person. So once you figure out their why, now you need to gauge and see if their expectations are realistic, okay? This is the part where you may lose some people, but that's okay, because you can just revert them back to customer. So what you want to ask them is, where do they see themselves in 3 months, where they see themselves in 6 months, where they see themselves in 1 year, and then in 5. What this is going to tell you, and I want you to write this stuff down, have a notebook when you're talking to them. What this is going to tell you is it's going to tell you how realistic their goals are, whether they're looking at this as some get-rich-quick scheme or whether they are looking at this as a long-term business. Plus, when you ask that question, you're planting that seed in their brain that, oh, okay, this is going to be something that I do. It's not just something I'm doing for a minute. It's not a hobby. It's going to be something that I'm going to be here in 5 years. She's asking me where I see myself with the business in 5 years. So you're planting good seeds in their brain. And there's more to that, and you'll hear it in a minute. But So if they say to me in 3 months, I want to be at $10,000 a month, I'm going to reel them in and tell them that's probably not a realistic expectation. Is it possible? Yes. If they're willing to put in full-time 40 hours a week and run like crazy, and if they have a big market of people already lined up. But is it probable? Probably not. So where is something they could see themselves being in 3 months? I think a really good gauge is 12K. So I explained to them that within 3 months, I think I can help you be at least $2,000 a month if we run hard. Now, if we run slower, let's say you find out about their schedule, how much time are you going to be willing to put in? So when they say, I want to be at $2,000 a month by my 3rd month in, your next question is, okay, well, to get there, how much time are you going to be able to put in every day to do it? And if they tell you, well, I'm only going to be able to put in like 2 hours a week, you're going to have to, again, reel them back in and say, okay, it's going to take more effort than that. Let them know where they're at so they know you're planting those seeds that this is a real business. Don't sugarcoat it, because when you sugarcoat things and kind of dismiss and lie or forget to mention things or make it sound like this isn't work, you're only shooting yourself in the foot, because when that person signs up and they realize, oh my gosh, this is work, like it's going to take time, you're going to lose them because they're going to feel a little lied and betrayed. So you guys, if what you're saying turns them away, pushes them away, or they end up not signing, they weren't right. It wasn't the right time. They weren't ready for the commitment, and that's okay, because you're not wasting their time. You're not signing them when it's not their time, and you're definitely not wasting your time where you'd be putting into people that are ready to really work the business. So find out those goals, be realistic with them, and plant that seed that this is going to be long term. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is you're actually going to sit and help them make a list of people. So you're going to sit and you're going to say, okay, you're going to have them make sure they bring a notebook to your Zoom or your FaceTime or whatever, and you're going to say, okay, I want you to draw a line down in the middle of a sheet of paper, and on the right side of that sheet of paper, we are going to write people we think could be interested in the products. And on the left hand of the paper, we're going to write people that you would love to work with, people that you think might be good at the business, people that you think know a lot of people, they're contact rich. Okay, so we're going to start with customers, and what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of get their memory jogging. I'm going to say, okay, so who in your life do you know that needs more energy, mental clarity and focus, mood control, better sleep, weight loss, weight management? Who do you know that has muscle aches and discomforts? Who do you know that needs more energy, they're drained all the time? I want you to start thinking of those things, and I want you to start writing names, mom, sister, aunt, whoever. Start with the people closest to you and work out from there, okay? They might only have 5, 6 names on the list right now, and that's okay. That list is going to continue to grow as their business grows and as you teach them how to grow their business. But we want to get at least 8 names down on a piece of paper, because we're going to teach that person how to approach those people and grab those first 4 customers so we can help them grab those VIP bonuses. The best way to really set somebody up for success is helping them already have some people kind of ready to go when they get started and sign up. And what you can even do, and what I like to do, is I like to send out those first 4 mini, if they commit to the 400 kit, I like to actually get those mini experiences in the mail. After we make that list, we're going to talk to those people, and we're going to get those mini experiences out before that person even signs, because when they're ready to go, that 14-day clock starts. I don't want a day wasted. So basically, they're going to write a list, and then I'm going to ask them about, who do you know that you'd love to work with, has good work ethic? I mean, who's done another business like this before? Who do you know that knows a lot of people? Because we can approach them and say, you may not be interested, but I know how many people you know, and I know you love to help people. Do you know anybody that might be interested in XYZ? So they want to write those kind of people down too. And then you're going to have them next to their name write the product that they're thinking about and why they think they need it. So mom, energy, sister, appetite control. So they're going to write down what, sleep, Aunt Kathy. They're just going to write down next to their name, because you're going to teach that person how to approach them. I am a firm believer that before they post anything on social media, they need to approach the people closest to them before that happens. So you guys, we get one shot with our warm market when we first get started. And unfortunately, warm markets for people, friends, close family, people like that, tend to be our biggest critics, tend to be the people that reject us most and don't accept our business for a lot of people. And so in order for these people to have the surprise factor. In order for these people to not be looking at this in a negative light, we want to approach these people closest to them before they find out through Facebook that you're running a business, because the second they see the post go up, oh, I joined a company, right away the block goes up and they start thinking, oh no, she's going to be contacting me, she wants me to buy something, and nobody wants to buy what we're selling. They just don't want to. They don't get it yet. And so they start avoiding you, and the first answer is no. They've completely closed their mind. So you want to help them reach out to those friends and family before they even sign and walk them through that process. And how it would look like is this. Your mom, she wants energy. Okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to call your mom up on the phone, not a message. You're going to call her so she can hear your voice. And you're not going to beat around the bush, and you're going to say, hey, Mom, I've got a quick favor. Always start the call with, I've got a quick favor. Do you want to know why? Because 99% of people's response to, I've got a favor is, sure, what do you need? No problem, what can I help you with? We automatically, as people, want to help other people. So, hey, Mom, I've got a favor. Sure, what's that? Or what do you need? Right? Just a normal response. So here's the deal. A couple weeks ago, I tried this thing called the Thrive Experience. I don't know if you've ever heard it before, but I felt amazing. I had more energy. I slept better that night, whatever their story is. And the long story short of the matter is I love it so much, I want to share it with other people. And when I tried this and felt the way I felt, you're one of the first people I thought of, because I know how much you need energy. I know you're working 3 jobs, and I thought if this could help you, that would be amazing. So the favor is, would you be willing to try it for 30 days and give me a testimony and see if it works for you? You're not locked into anything. You'd be doing me the biggest favor. You're somebody I trust. I know you're going to give it to me real. I know you're going to give me a true testimony. And honestly, I really think this could help you. That's it, okay? And they're going to go down their list until they hit at least 4, right? Have them keep going. Because if they have 8 people on the list, chances are, friends, family, 4 of those 8 are going to do them a favor and say, sure, I'll help you out. Sure, no problem. Not a big deal. I'll try it. They're not locked into anything. They get a 20% discount right off the bat by ordering on AutoShip. They can cancel at any time. So you want to make sure that they are straight to the point and they get you in a 3-way message thread. You know what, Mom? Until then, I'm going to get you in a 3-way message thread with my friend Lisa. She's the one that introduced it to me, and I just want you to hear her story. You're going to be blown away. Get that third-party credibility in. Put them in a message thread on Facebook. Make sure that your upline is using, and don't ever use the term upline. It just sounds businessy. Always say friend. So that's what you want to do with that side. Now you want to take the other side with promoters, and you're going to have them do just about the same thing. Hey, Sally, it's Lisa. I've got a huge favor to ask you. So I'm getting involved with something that I'm so excited about, and the long story short of the matter is you're one of the first people I thought of. You know a ton of people. You've done this kind of thing before, and I'm not asking you to do anything but look. Will you get on a phone call with my friend Lisa and just listen? You're not obligated to do anything. You'd be doing me the hugest favor ever. Pull the favor card. Help them do that. And once they have a couple people ready to go, a couple customers, that's when you want to pull that lever and actually sign them up if they're ready to go. There is one thing that I tell them what I expect. Before I sign them up, I tell them what I expect, okay? So I ask a question. Are you the type of person that needs me to motivate you every day? You know, if they're coming in, you need to find out where they're at. Because if they're a person that says, look, I'm busy, I have 10 kids, I work 7 jobs, like, I'm planning on doing this and just getting there slowly, you need to know that, so you're not pushing them away once they sign by calling them every day and hounding them and, you know, pushing them too far. But you also want to know if they're serious and they're ready to run, that you need to be on them if that's the type of person. So find out who they are, because some people don't want to make $1 billion. They want an extra $300 a month. Some people want an extra $50 a week. So find that out so that you're not turning them off when they sign by expecting things from them that they don't want themselves. Not everybody wants to go to 200K, period. They don't need it, or they don't want it, or they don't have the time for it. They're not coming in for that. So don't leave expectations because you have them. Don't make that person have your expectations, okay? So you want to say one more thing. I always say, you know, look, I have 2 things a week that I want you to try to get on or listen to the recording. We have a Wednesday night team call and a Thursday night live event for you to send your people to. I would say I would like you to at least try to get those recordings so that you're learning and growing. And then I also say, now I have one more thing before I sign you. Do you promise to give me 3 to 5 years? I want your commitment, a 3 to 5 year commitment, because a business does not grow overnight. I don't know if you're going to go fast. I don't know if you're going to go slow. I don't know if you're going to run into the right people now or later, but I do know this. If you stick with me, and if you grow and learn and slowly step out of your comfort zone, I'm going to help you within the next 3 to 5 years change the outcome of your financial situation. Just give me that commitment. And you guys, when they do that, I promise you, when you get that verbal commitment from someone, people don't like to go back on their words. So when they do think about quitting or giving up or backing out, you know what they're going to do? They're going to think twice. They're going to think, oh, I just committed to her. I can't give up already. And you're going to be able to say, remember, you told me 3 to 5 years. Don't give up on me yet. So get that commitment from them and plant that seed one more time that this is a true, real business that you have to do. Help them with that 100. Let's go through it. Walk them through that first Facebook post and make sure they've already contacted the people closest to them so they don't find out through a Facebook post that they're selling something or that wall will go up. Okay, so once they get signed up, it's a matter of walking them through that process of 2 customers, 2 promoters, helping them do it again, and making sure that you're there for 3-way calls. You know what I always tell a new person? You're new. I am not expecting you to do anything, but get somebody excited, and the second you get them excited, get them in a call or a message thread with me, period. I will take over. You're going to listen to me. You're going to learn from me, and that is how you're going to grow your business. You're going to learn from me the first month. You guys, when you sign somebody up, don't sign them if you're not going to be there to help them. You're committing to them. Like, this is your job as a promoter. So if you have the nerve to sign someone and then not be there to help them afterwards, that's rude. Like, why are you not giving them a shot? Like, you're there to help and support them. Yes, you can't grow their businesses for them, but that first month, people aren't used to having a business on their own. Most people have never run their own business. They're used to having somebody tell them what to do and walk them through steps of life since they were a baby, from their parents to teachers to working a regular job and having a boss. They need direction. You have to ease them into the fact that they own their own business and that they have to kind of take control and decide when they're going to work and not work. But that first month, you need to be there to direct them, right? You need to be there to coach them. Make sure they're watching the training videos. Make sure that they are checking back with you. I have what I call a qualifier. My team has 19 training videos that they get. They're 10 minutes apiece when they first sign up that we've made for our team. Tells them everything they need to do in the business. And so we direct them to watch those. But what I do is a qualifier. Before I sign someone up, I send them the first 6 training videos. And I say, I want you to watch these first 6 videos before we sign you. It's going to really walk you through what we need to do right out of the gate. And as soon as you're done watching those 6, I want you to get back to me so we can go through what you listen to, so you can answer, I can answer your questions, and we can set up everything that they say to do. Make sure that before that person signs, you have a welcome call with you and another upline, and make sure you have a launch date set. You need to launch their business through Facebook Live, through a phone call. I don't care how you do it, but they need to launch their business, and that date needs to be on the calendar. If they're not willing to launch, they're not ready to sign, period. That welcome call is so important, guys, because, listen, if you sign up a brand new person, you want to teach it throughout your team, because new people are signing new people are signing new people, and people quit every day. The last thing you want is your new person to sign a new person, and your new person quits, and that person's like, I don't know what to do now. I'm not getting any help. I don't know where to go, and they just quit too. The reason that welcome call is so important is because you're going to be able to introduce yourself and say, look, if you need anything, you come to me too. I'm here for you too. So that call is so important. So that needs to be set up along with the launch your business call or video. I say do both. A video on Facebook Live is great for their social media, but having that call to throw at people when people say to them, what's Lavelle, what's Thrive? So they're not throwing up on them, so they're not saying too much. They can simply say, oh, you know what, I'm walking into the grocery store. I so can't talk right now. The kids are screaming. I'm just going to shoot you a quick video. Watch it. It'll explain everything. And then get that person time to watch the video. If they're seriously serious and want to know what you're doing, they're going to watch the video. I promise you guys they will. So those are just some things I do with a new person, and I'm there every day. You know, if they're serious, I'm going to be there to answer those questions. I'm going to be there for those three-way messages. I'm going to help them and guide them and help them. And again, those 6 videos, once they come back to me, that tells me a lot. Because if I give them those 6 videos and it takes them 3 days to get back to me, how serious are they? Are they sure they're ready to sign up and run for their 14 days? Is it the right time? I also ask, what do you have going on for the next 14 days? Because the last thing you want to do is have somebody that's about to get married and go on their honeymoon ruin their first 14 days. Like, ask these questions, guys. You own a business. You're a business owner. What would a business owner do? How would somebody that runs a business conduct their business? How would they hire people that they want to be there to grow their business? Those are the questions that you need to ask, and it starts before they even sign up to get it done the right way. Make sure that you're plugging them in, you're being there, you're doing the things that you need to do, and plugging them into other people. Make sure they're added to your team page. Make sure that you're tagging them in things, especially that first month, so that they're aware of everything happening. They're new, they're just grasping things, and it's up to you to make sure they're doing it the right way. So with that being said, I hope that helps you guys. And all the things I just described to you helps me build that relationship, and that is why I don't have to be a high recruiter, because I keep the people that I'm with. And guess what? Eventually, because I keep them, they end up running into the right people that can change 10 businesses. I've seen it happen before. It's pretty exciting. So with that being said, I hope that helps you guys a little bit. Sign up that new promoter. I promise if you start doing what I just said, you're going to start seeing people stick with you longer. So important. So that's it, guys. Have a good one.